The whispered file, forced landing. In the Cold War skies, a simple wing waggle meant something terrifying. Follow us down, or we'll shoot you down. And sometimes, pilots had no choice but to obey. When a military interceptor pulls alongside a civilian airliner, approaching from below and to the left, where the captain can't miss it, and rocks its wings side to side, every pilot knows what it means. You are entering airspace that isn't yours. Land now. No negotiation. No second chances. The protocol existed because the world had carved itself into hostile territories. Every nation's airspace was sovereign ground. Fly into it without permission, and you'd triggered an invisible tripwire. The intercepting fighter would appear on radar first, a blip closing fast. Then visual contact, the wing waggle, and the radio would go silent except for coordinates and a runway. Most pilots complied immediately. What else could they do? A military jet carries weapons. A passenger plane carries families. The math was simple and brutal. But the system wasn't foolproof. Navigation errors happened. Radio equipment failed. Bad weather pushed planes off course. And sometimes, the interception itself went wrong. A pilot misunderstood the signals. An interceptor's intentions weren't clear. Miscommunication at 30,000 feet could end in tragedy in seconds. The Chicago Convention tried to standardize it all. Annex II spelled out the signals. The approach vector, the wing waggle. What came next? But a treaty written on paper and reality in the air weren't always the same thing. Pilots had stories. Close calls where they'd nearly been fired upon, where they'd landed at the wrong airfield because they couldn't understand the hand signals, where they'd sat on a tarmac for hours, while officials decided whether they were spies or simply lost. What made it stranger was the silence afterward. Many forced landings never made headlines. A plane lands, passengers are questioned, the aircraft is released, no one talks about it. The incident vanishes into classified files and pilot bar conversations. So here's the question that haunted the aviation community. How many planes were forced down that we never heard about? How many pilots followed that wing waggle into a landing they weren't sure they'd survive? And what happened in those cases where the interceptor and the airliner didn't speak the same language? What do you think really happened in the skies we never saw?